Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. You sound wonderful. I am Dr. Tina Richardson, the Chancellor of the Penn State Lehigh Valley campus. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Penn State Commencement Ceremony. So to get started, would you please remove your caps and remain standing if you are able for the singing of the national anthem. Ladies are allowed to leave theirs on. Not my rule. Please be seated. Commencement is a ceremony steeped in history and tradition. It is a centuries-old symbol of the outstanding achievements that have been brought to you this day. It is also a great time for celebration. So let me start by saying, we are truly proud of you, each and every one of you. Most of you started your college journey in historic times when the world was locked down and classes were on your device. Not the most ideal circumstances, for sure, but you persevered, you adapted, you showed up, although it was differently, but you showed up. And in doing so, you mastered resilience, a critical skill set for managing life. But today, we are here to look forward. Take in this moment, the swell of pride in the eyes of your family members and friends, as well as your campus community. Everyone is here today simply for you. As you'll hear from our esteemed keynote speaker, you are known as a class of workers, a class of trailblazers. Some of you are parents. Many of our licensed practical nursing graduates who they worked full time. They put in 5 grueling hours of coursework on weeknights after a full day of work. And they did clinicals on weekends while taking care of their children and other loved ones. Some of you've earned your place here as a scholar and an athlete, showing a commitment to team while demonstrating the discipline to learn and grow as an individual. And some of you honorably served our country prior to and during your college days. To our veterans, we absolutely salute you. You each have your own incredible story, but I'm sure you have the same answer to this question. Class of 2024, are you excited to graduate? This is just the beginning for you. And what an incredible start. You aren't just graduating with a degree that's known, you're graduating with a degree that's known and respected around the world. You are joining a family of 775,000 living alum, some of whom are here today, including amongst us the 27-time U.S. National Cycling Champion, Mandy Marquardt. A little bit about Mandy, if you don't mind. Despite managing type 1 diabetes, she set a multitude of national records as a professional cyclist and is still finding the time to pursue an MBA. Advisory board member and Alumni Society board member Christopher Bogdan, who is the co-founder and driving force behind Dance for a Cure, which raises thousands of dollars each year for Thon, the mammoth student-run fundraiser that supports pediatric cancer research. This year alone, his efforts helped raise $19,000. And I'd also like to acknowledge 2020 graduate Vinay Singh, who is working toward medical school, but he continues to return to our campus to tutor students in our learning center. There's our very own Hiba Musa, who graduated from Penn State Lehigh Valley in 2014. When she graduated, she immediately began to give back to our campus as an admissions counselor, making sure other students were able to have the phenomenal experience that she had. And there are many more on this stage and in the audience who are alum of Penn State. If you are a graduate of Penn State, will you please stand up and be acknowledged? These are just a few of the incredible connections you now have as a Penn State graduate. I urge you to continue to grow these relationships through our alumni network. Did I mention that there are 775,000 active alumni? You have the opportunity to access that network and make friends in a way that can transform and propel you on a personal and in a professional way. But just like you continue to grow, so does our campus. And as we begin to officially offer a Bachelor's of Science degree in biology, we are also adding a new 5-year MBA program while opening up space to create an engineering lab on this campus in the fall. I invite you to continue to come back to this campus to see the progress at your alma mater and to become a mentor and support for future generations of Penn State Lehigh Valley grads. A few weeks ago, we signed an agreement with 2 prestigious colleges in India that will allow our students to participate in a collaborative online project-based series of work and projects, but it will also allow students to be engaged in immersion experiences in India, so to travel to India, and for students from India to travel to Penn State Lehigh Valley. Many of you took advantage of the incredible global opportunities we have in place already, traveling to Bucharest with our biology faculty member to conduct research on the Danube River. Some of you traveled to Italy with our criminal justice department to learn about the origins of organized crime. The origins not to participate in. Several of you participated and placed in the business case competition. This year, our team took home awards in the regional and in the online competitions. Some of you competed in our undergraduate research symposium, advancing to the regional event. And many of you showed your strength on the playing field. Congratulations goes to our men's soccer team for finishing the season with the best record in our program's history. This year, we also acknowledge our first ever USCAA Hall of Famer, Andrea Watkins. Andrea graduated from Penn State Lehigh Valley in 2018. She is the lead scorer in the women's and the men's basketball team on our campus. Our women's basketball team also advanced to the PSU-LV championship for the 4th time in the past 5 years. And those of you who know me know that I have a special place in my heart for basketball. So one more basketball fact. Our men's basketball team also finished with the best record in program history and advanced to the PSU-LV Final Four. Beyond education, research, and athletics, we are also known as the Art Campus. We have more than 220 original pieces of artwork displayed throughout campus. And this year, our galleries featured 2 exhibitions during the fall semester, marking our 50th anniversary of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. In the spring, we welcomed the Penn State Laureate for 2023-24 and featured her solo exhibition, Something About the Sky. At these exhibits and on these playing fields, while immersed in the classroom and in your research, each of you learned, stretched beyond your comfort zone, and earned your place here today. I'd like to acknowledge the work of our staff, from the friendly faces who served your lunch and the student affairs team who orchestrated all the fun events that you experienced, to the advising and career services, financial aid, registrar, bursar, nurse, counselor, facilities team, and so many other people who were a part of the days that you spent here. Many of them you may not have known, but they worked tirelessly to ensure that you had the best experience possible. And most importantly, I want to acknowledge our incredible faculty who helped guide your journey. They are among the most valued points of pride because they come with deep experience and an even deeper sense of care for your journey as a student. I'd like to acknowledge 4 of whom are preparing to retire. This includes our long-term adjunct faculty member, Marta Orsi, and our laboratory technician, Pam Borowski. Dr. Hal Schultz, assistant teaching professor in engineering and physics, has been with us for more than a decade after retiring from industry. And he's done a profound job to transform the learning experiences for so many students who've gone on to earn degrees in science and engineering. And finally, our coordinator of our information technology and cybersecurity and operations programs, Kermit Burley, is retiring. And I can personally say that the halls in which we currently walk will no longer be the same without each and every one of you. You have been a positive force shining throughout each day at Penn State Lehigh Valley. We also want to acknowledge the incredible achievements of our faculty and staff, including Dr. Samantha Beebe, who was promoted to Associate Teaching Professor of Biobehavioral Health. Congratulations, Sam. And Allison Bonner, who was promoted to Associate Teaching Professor of Mathematics. Congratulations. Tracy Carbonetto, who earned her doctorate this week and was promoted to Assistant Teaching Professor of Engineering. Congratulations. And I also would like to give a special congratulations to our Director of Enrollment Management, Dr. Christy Hovey, for earning her PhD in higher education last week. And importantly, I want to acknowledge the achievements of two students. First, congratulations to Ria Kolar, who was honored at our commencement dinner on Thursday as the recipient of the Penn State Lehigh Valley Advisory Board Award. For those of you who do not know Ria, and it's highly unlikely that it's any of our graduates, Ria has been such an active leader on campus. And I'm sure she'll continue to engage with us as an alumnus, having served as the president of the Blue and White Society. Next, it's my great pleasure to introduce the class of 2024 Student Marshal, Alexi Havlicek. Alexis was this year's standout graduate selected to serve in this prestigious role by the executive officers of campus and through the input of campus faculty. Alexis graduated from Penn State, is graduating from Penn State Lehigh Valley with dual degrees, a BS in Project and Supply Chain Management, as well as a BS in Business. She is impressive in so many ways, but I just wanted to add that she is graduating with a GPA, with dual degree, of 3.83. Alexis is homegrown. She is an Allentown resident. Alexis served as a supply chain management teaching assistant, the secretary and treasurer of the Project and Supply Chain Committee of the Commonwealth Campuses, and was inducted into the International Honor Society, Sigma Beta Delta. As if that was not enough, our student Marshall completed an internship in purchasing with Mac Defense in Allentown and worked throughout her entire college experience, holding jobs at FedEx and various restaurants along the way. In addition to our student marshal. Um, we also have a faculty marshal. The faculty marshal is a full-time faculty member who is chosen by the student marshal to lead the procession in recognition of his or her academic guidance, support, and inspiration. Alexis chose Dr. Mong Men, the Associate Teaching Professor and Director of Business Programs at Penn State Lehigh Valley, as our faculty marshal this year. Those of you who know Dr. Men know why he retired from a global leadership role in a Fortune 50 company to pursue his passion, teaching. And his commitment is evident to all, every single day. So thank you, Dr. Men, for serving in this role. It's the tradition of the student marshal to present remarks on behalf of the graduating class. I have already introduced Alexis, so will you please join me in welcoming her to the stage?
Good morning. Wow, we made it. Classmates, how many of you felt like we would never get to this day? I know I sure did at several different points throughout my journey. Today is a day that we have all worked so hard to get to, a day that signifies the closing of this chapter in our lives and the start of the next and what is to come. I am honored to be standing here today in front of you all to celebrate this moment. Looking back on the last 4 years, it is amazing to see how far we have all come. We had an interesting journey to get where we are today. All through high school, I had dreamed about stepping foot on a college campus, exploring the new hallways, meeting new people, and learning new things. Then just before it was time to start looking at where I would embark on my next journey, COVID-19 had struck, and the world was locked down. My dream had vanished. I never imagined myself starting my college career from my bedroom, and I'm sure nobody else did either, but there we were. On day 1 of college, we all had the privilege of meeting our colleagues through a computer screen. Despite this unprecedented challenge, we persevered. We fell down many times, but we always got back up. I remember my very first semester. I had none other than public speaking on my schedule, and I struggled every single week to log on to that Zoom class and give my speech. And now 4 years later, here I am speaking in front of my entire graduating class and their families, a true testament to how far we have come. Today is a celebration of the achievements we have all experienced over the last 4 years, not just personal, but our collective achievement as the graduating class of 2024. Today is also a celebration of all the challenges we have overcome. Yes, we faced uncertainty, but we persevered, and today we are graduating from Penn State University, one of the best, if not the best, university in the country. I would also like to take a moment to celebrate our faculty. You have been the ones that have helped us through tough times and supported us when we needed it the most. You have all been key mentors in our lives and have shaped us into the capable adults that we stand here as today. We thank you for your unwavering dedication to building the future of our nation. With the closing of this chapter comes the start of something new. We step out of the world of being a student and into the world of being professionals. Although this can be scary, and many of us are probably dealing with a mix of emotions, ranging from excitement to nervousness and apprehension, this is what we have all worked so hard for. The days when we stayed up into the late hours of the night to study, the hours of homework we worked so hard to complete, and the sacrifices we all made to be in the classroom led us to this moment. This is what we have all been waiting for. Although change can be scary, change can be the best opportunity we have to continue growing as professionals. So I encourage you all to embrace this change that we are about to experience and take every opportunity that comes your way. As we begin this new chapter of our lives, let us do so with a sense of purpose and passion. Find what sets your soul on fire and pursue it relentlessly. Whether it's in the arts, sciences, business, or public service, dare to dream big and never settle for anything less than your true calling. Remember that success is not measured by the accolades we receive or the titles that we hold, but by the lives we touch and the differences we make in this world. Lastly, I would like to take a minute to express a very heartfelt thanks to all the families and family members in attendance. Without your love, guidance, and support through this part of our journey, we may have never made it to this moment. As we close this chapter of our lives, it is important to remember where we came from and remember where we want to go. Never lose sight of who you truly are and the values that you hold. Although this is in fact the end of our story at Penn State, let us never forget the lessons we have learned and the relationships that we have built. At the end of the day, we are Penn State.
Thank you, Alexis. Your words were truly inspiring, and we wish you the very best in your future endeavors. No doubt there are a lot of great things in store for you. Another one of our traditions is having a representative of the Penn State Lehigh Valley faculty introduce the commencement speaker. So at this time, I would like to introduce Kermit Burley, lecturer and program coordinator for Information Technology and Cyber Analytics and Operations, to come forward to introduce the speaker. Opportunity to give Kermit one more responsibility before he retires.
It's a long trip up there. How's everybody doing so far? Almost there. How you doing now? We're doing it, absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Richardson, for that marvelous introduction. I appreciate it. And thank you to our speaker. Unbelievably good. Tremendous. Well, good morning, everyone. I am very pleased to be here today to introduce this year's commencement speaker. Jessica Cartalia is Penn State alumnus and an Emmy Award-winning journalist who anchors the evening newscasts at CBS News in Philadelphia. As of last Friday, she also earned the distinction of being the 2024 Pennsylvania's Broadcaster of the Year. Now, though Jessica was born in our home state, her family moved to sunny San Diego in her early years. But even the great weather couldn't keep her away from her roots and from Penn State, where she chose to pursue her degree in broadcast. She later went on to earn a Master of Arts in Marketing Communications and Media Studies from the Johns Hopkins University. As you'll hear in her remarks, Jessica put some serious time in as she worked her way to Philadelphia and to Hollywood, where she claimed roles in the HBO series Servant, House of Cards on Netflix, as well as the film Transformers. But that's just part of the highlight reel of her incredible career. She is also a wife, a mother. Hello to Drew in the audience. She is a college professor and mentor and an incredibly active community member who gives voice to those who need it most. Quite commendably, she shares those stories and uses her influence to support our region through countless philanthropic activities, including a camp for children with cancer, a recovery center, Special Olympics, and so much more. I know you'll appreciate the insightful lessons she has come to us today to share. And so, without further ado, I am so very honored to welcome our class of 2024 keynote speaker, Ms. Jessica Carlotta. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. All right, who's seen Transformers? Okay, well, don't blink because you'll miss me. It's that fast. Family, friends, faculty, and the Penn State graduating class of 2024. It is such an honor to be here with you today. I am humbled by your invitation to speak on such a special occasion and to share this day with all of you guys and your family. And I am beyond excited to be back at Penn State. You have things to do today, you have to go out and celebrate, you have people to see, all of your family is here. So if I see you guys reaching for the remote to change the channel, I'll know I need to speed things up, okay? There are certain days in your life that you will remember vividly, and today is one of those days. For years, you all will be able to recall exactly how you are feeling at this very moment. Maybe you're sad to be leaving this beautiful campus with faculty and staff members who love you like their own children. Or you're worried about staying in touch with friends who you've seen for the past few years every single day, and you're now headed in all different directions. It's scary, it's nerve-wracking, but it is so exciting. And I know because let's just say it was a few years ago that I graduated from Penn State and was sitting right where you are. I remember everything about that day. The weather, it was just like this. I remember who I sat next to. It was a cheerleader named Kelly. How the dean butchered my last name. How proud my parents were and how sad I was going to be. But if I could, I would do anything to be where you guys are sitting right now and go back and tell myself a few things that I wish I knew when I was in that seat. But since I can't, I figure I can share them with all of you today. So consider this your last lesson before you leave Penn State, but there's no pop quiz at the end. Okay, lesson number 1. Toward the end of my senior year at Penn State, I started looking for reporter jobs, and I would stop at the post office every day on my way to class to physically drop my resume in the mail to a potential employer. We didn't really use email back then. I sent VHS tapes to news directors all across the country, and one went to a TV station in Yuma, Arizona, which was not too far from where I grew up in Southern California. Has anyone here been to Yuma, Arizona? Really? You okay, one of you. 2, all right, well, that's my mother, so she, thank you for supporting me in Yuma. Yuma, for those of you who don't know, is a very, very small town right on the US-Mexico border where people usually stop to use the restroom if they're going from like San Diego to Phoenix. I was headed home to California for spring break, so I called this news director to say that I was planning to be in the Yuma area and I would love to come to the station to meet with him. And he laughed and he said, Jessica, bull. Nobody is ever just in the Yuma area, but you're welcome to come by for a visit. So I did. I drove to Yuma. It was about 110 degrees for a meeting at the NBC station there. And they thanked me for my time. They said, look, we don't have any reporter openings right now, but they'd hang on to my resume. 2 weeks later, he called and offered me my first on-air job. And I started reporting about a week after graduation. So if you guys don't have a job lined up just yet, don't worry, it will come. The point is, you have to make your own breaks. Create your own opportunities. Do not wait for someone to come to you. Go out and build the life that you guys want to build. Because in the words of the most decorated Olympian ever, Michael Phelps, he said, if you want to be the best, you have to do things that other people are not willing to do. And those moves are hard. Going from San Diego to Penn State, where I knew not one single person, I called home, and my mother can attest to this, crying every day for the first 2 weeks, and then after that, never wanting to leave Penn State. Then going to Yuma, where I didn't know a soul, I worked very long hours. I had a big dream and a very, very small paycheck. I did everything that they asked of me. I was a reporter, an editor, a producer, and in the process, I gained so much respect from my colleagues, and I now have a better understanding for what everyone does in the newsroom. But I don't need to tell you all how to work hard. This class knows how to hustle. In addition to your course load, almost 70% of this graduating class had a job while earning your degree. Almost 30% worked 30 or more hours a week. That is an incredible work ethic. But what's unique about your generation, you're selective when it comes to where you want to work and the type of work that you are doing. For Gen Z, it is not just about collecting a paycheck. You want to work for companies whose values and ethics align with your own. You're also more likely to find a job with a good work-life balance and to fight for a better working environment. Your first full-time job, it may not be your dream job, but it is the first step in figuring out what you like and what you dislike and what you value when it comes to your career. So really follow your heart. Understand the difference between paying your dues, which is very important, and being in a negative working environment. You may start a career, in a few days, a few weeks, a few months, and then realize that you want to change course entirely. Now is the time that you try new things. Years from now, you will likely be doing something that you could never imagine yourself doing today. It's an adventure, so enjoy the ride. The hardest part as you pay your dues is patience. Growing up in this very high demand society where everything is just a click or a swipe away has its own challenges. I was recently asked by one of the interns in our newsroom, how I got here, and I said, well, what do you want to do when you graduate? And very confidently, she looked at me and she said, when I graduate, I want to live in Philly and I want to anchor the evening news. And I said, oh, you want my job? And this is when it's important to remind yourself what it took to get here. In my case, it took 23 years and a ton of work. Moving hundreds of miles from home, working very early mornings, late nights, weekends, spending holidays away from my family while also learning a master's degree. Liz, you know all about this. But if you want something badly enough, you will stick with it. And when you do reach your goal, it will be that much more meaningful. Which brings me to lesson 2. Growing up, my dad would take me back to western Pennsylvania, where he grew up, a very, very small coal mining town called Ronco, which is southwest of Pittsburgh. My grandfather made it to 8th grade and became a coal miner. My grandmother made it to 10th grade, then left school to start working and making money to help her family. My grandparents worked tirelessly to ensure that their kids got a good education and went to college. And my dad, like so many of you today, was one of the first in his family to earn a degree from Penn State. He went on to get his MBA and his PhD, and he and my 2 uncles then went on to become college professors. And then they inspired me to go back to school to get a master's and teach journalism. More than 40% of you are the first in your families to get a degree. If you are, I want you to stand up. What an incredible accomplishment. Incredible. Thank you, guys. For those of you who are following in your parents' footsteps or someone who encouraged you to advance your education, turn around real quick, give them a wave, and thank them. Graduating with a degree from Penn State will open doors to experiences beyond your wildest dreams. Penn Staters hire Penn Staters. We are genuinely good people and a lot of fun. And we have a shared experience and a love of this school. Penn Staters see something good and we go out and we make it explode. We latch onto it and we hold onto it forever. The lesson, never forget where you came from. This is lesson number 3. We're going to wrap this up. Whether we come from humble beginnings or a lineage of greatness, the past is what illuminates our path forward. So never forgetting where you came from isn't just nostalgic, right? It's a powerful source of strength and resilience. In times of uncertainty or adversity, it will keep you grounded. It will remind you to be grateful for the opportunities like this that you've been given. Embracing our roots builds a deeper connection to our community, and it also fosters empathy for others. And how we take care of people really matters, especially all of you nursing students out there know this. People facing their own challenges need the love the most. don't worry about what people think of you. The chances are they're more concerned about what they're doing and themselves, and they aren't worried about yours. But do learn from those who've been in your shoes. Ask good questions and listen to advice. There's so much that we can learn from the oldest generation. Finally, get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable means that you are in a situation where things are unfamiliar, they're outside of the norm, and they're unpredictable. It doesn't mean that you're scared, but it can mean that we're growing stagnant. We're not pushing ourselves to grow and evolve. It's only when we push ourselves out of our comfort zones that we are forced to adapt, learn, and innovate. And it builds character. And remember, that's what makes all of you so special. Embrace that. And remember your roots. More than 40% of you come from multicultural backgrounds. 40%. Incorporate your heritage and your traditions into your new postgraduate life, because if we're all the same, life would be totally boring, right? And get comfortable with challenging ideas or opinions. Knowing more about yourself and what's important to you will also make you appreciate everyone for their differences. Something I love about being a journalist is that you really have to look at all sides of a story. It makes you ask a lot of questions, gather more information, and consider what you really think and what you believe. Make a point to travel, visit new places, go where you don't speak the language, immerse yourself in a new culture, a totally different city, and be uncomfortable in situations where you don't know anyone and they don't know you. That will force you to engage in conversations, make new friends, and try new things. And it will also make you appreciate others. You're already at an advantage, you guys, because college graduates create a much more vibrant society. People with college degrees are twice as likely to volunteer, contribute to charities, and to vote in presidential elections. Graduates in the class of 2024 are already using their voices. Many of you are speaking out on issues that really matter, like immigration, student loan debt, and equal pay. And because you grew up in the rapid rise of the internet, you're using online platforms to share your thoughts and affect change. In a very real sense, all of you are broadcasters. You are talking and telling stories. Your generation is speaking and the entire world is listening. You're bringing attention to gun violence, equal rights, the opioid epidemic, and climate change. And make sure when you leave here, you pay attention and never stop learning. Say yes to the job offer that may mean having to move, working really long hours, and maybe making very little money at first. Yes is for optimists. Yes is for those who aspire to do more and to be more. It also is the catalyst for progress, so the fuel that drives all the innovation and creativity. And most of all, be a proud Penn Stater, because that's what makes all of us so special. As you guys get ready to cross this stage and receive your diploma from Chancellor Richardson, I want you all to take a beat. Turn around, look out at this audience, because everyone here today is because they are here to celebrate you and what you guys have achieved. So when you leave here, remember the importance of creating your own opportunities, paying your dues, and never forget who you are and where you came from. Go and celebrate this incredible accomplishment. Congratulations, class of 2024. You did it.
Thank you, Jessica, for a wonderful message. The message is so important because as students embark on that next step, even though you've already been working, many of you, you're embarking on a next step that will transform the rest of your life. No matter how big, no matter how small, it will be an important point in your journey. So now, we're going to move on to the reason that we all came here today. Is anybody okay with that? All right. So we're going to confer degrees, but as we do that, I want to let everyone know that we will be taking an individual picture of the graduates as they are announced. So I would ask family and friends to resist the opportunity to jump up and try and grab a picture. Please be respectful of each graduate as they move through the progression today. Remain in your seats until we confer all of the degrees. I know that's hard, but please remain in your seats until we confer all of the degrees. First, we'd like to bring to your attention our high-achieving students, the ones whom you may have noticed wearing cords today. Students who are graduating summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord, and the students who are graduating cum laude are wearing a white cord. Please hold your applause until all students in all categories are standing. Will those students graduating summa cum laude, can you all please stand and remain standing? People are... Will those, please remain standing. Will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise and remain standing? Magna cum laude, can you please rise and remain standing? And now, will those graduating cum laude please rise and remain standing so we can applaud you? Please be seated. Congratulations again and best wishes for your continued excellence. At this time, I would like to bring attention to our military students. Students who are wearing the red, white, and blue military honor cord have honorably served and are serving or are commissioned to serve in the U.S. military. Will any of these students please stand? We would like to recognize you for your service and express gratitude for your sacrifice. Thank you. As you may know, the legal corporate body of the Penn State University is the Board of Trustees. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the university. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our Board of Trustee member and representative of the board, Mr. Ted Brown. Mr. Brown was elected to the Board of Trustees by the alumni effective July of 2013. He graduated from Penn State in 1968 with a BS in interdisciplinary science. We now claim him as a graduate of the Eberly College of Science, but in 1968, that college had not been named. And so, dear graduate of the Eberly College of Science, Mr. Brown has had an impressive 30-year career with IBM. He currently serves as the president and CEO of Ketch Consulting, his consulting firm. This is a crisis management and disaster recovery planning firm based in State College, Pennsylvania. We are delighted to have him here today, and I would also like to call attention to the cords around our esteemed trustee's neck, signifying his service in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Trustee Brown, we are very pleased to have you with us today.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. Congratulations, class of 2024. I'm honored to play a role in this special ceremony. As you heard the Chancellor say, I graduated over 50 years ago. A long time. I'm an old guy. I, like you, graduated from Penn State, as I said. I'm proud to be a member of a 12-person, 3-generation Penn State family. And as a veteran, you're graduating at a great time and a time of uncertainty, but also one filled with great opportunities. Our world needs you now more than ever. And you are armed with experience, knowledge, and keen insight that you can overcome any obstacle and embrace challenges. After all, you dealt with COVID. You have inspired us and demonstrated the grit and determination that has made Penn State one of the best university in the world. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want you to know how proud we are of your intelligence, optimism, and willingness to keep moving forward. And as a Penn State graduate, let me be the first to proudly welcome you to our Penn State family of alumni. As Penn State alumni, you have a say in the future direction of the university. All Penn State alumni may participate in the nomination and election of alumni elected members of the Board of Trustees, which is what I am, elected by alumni. This is one of the many opportunities you will have throughout your lives to remain active members of this Penn State family. Please stay engaged. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Richardson, by virtue of the authority vested in and approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the board to confer on each of those candidates the degree named as certified by the appropriate college entity.
And now I would like to introduce our Director of Academic Affairs, Dr. Anibal Torres Bernal, who will present the graduates. We ask that you please be respectful of each graduate's time by waiting until all have received their diplomas before celebrating with your graduate. Shall I repeat that?
Thank you. Will the candidates for the associate degree at Penn State University please rise, if able? Chancellor Richardson, on behalf of the faculty, I'm pleased to present these candidates who have met the requirements for the associate degree in their major. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree at Penn State University please rise? Chancellor Richardson, on behalf of the faculty, I'm pleased to present these candidates who have met the requirements for the baccalaureate degree in their majors.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me, and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Penn State University, I authorize you as the designee of President Neely Bendapudi to confer on each of these graduates the baccalaureate degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean.
Thank you. Will the candidates please be seated? Now, Will the candidates for the associate degree and the candidates for the bachelor degree at Penn State University please come to the stage as your roll is called and receive your diploma as your name is read. As you return to your seat, please be seated. 1 second, just get up. Will all the candidates please rise? Okay, come and as your roll is called. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Okay, and here we go, people. Thank you. Congratulations, Alexis. Alexis Havachak, with a major in business and a major in project and supply chain management. Alison Caputo, with an associate in criminal justice, or bachelor in criminal justice. Associate, yeah, thank you. Mohammed Abdallah, with a major in project and supply chain management. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Garfield Bennett III, with a major in biobehavioral health. Congratulations. Trent Billiard, with a major in business and a major in project and supply chain management. Congratulations. Anthony Boutros, with a major in information, science, and technology. Congratulations. Jeremy Bryce Bravo San Martin, with a major in business. Congratulations. Andrew Buhay, with a major in integrated social science and a minor in political science. Alicia Butler, with a major in rehabilitation and human services. Congratulations. Elaine Byers, with a major in biobehavioral health. Congratulations. Ronnie Cava, with a major in information science and technology. Sheila Camarena Ibar, with a major in biobehavioral health. Sean Caponegro, with a major in cybersecurity, analytics, and operations, and a minor in business and minor in information sciences and technology, and a minor in security and risk analysis. Matthew Cascioli, with a major in criminal justice. Valerie Castro, with a major in psychology. Gabriela Caballero, with a major in biobehavioral health. Lea Chavez, with a major in psychology and minor in rehabilitation and human services. Jorge Chiclana, with a major in finance and a minor in economics. Amanda Claiborne, with a major in corporate communication and minor in business. Tiara Cole, with a major in business. Congratulations. Samantha Columna, with a major in biobehavioral health. Congratulations. Rachel Costello, with a major in psychology, cum laude. Congratulations. Andrea de Jesus, with a major in business. Gloria Delano, with a major in business. Brandon Deal, with a major in electromechanical engineering technology. Destiny Feliz, with a major in psychology, cum laude. Isabel Geiger, with a major in psychology and minor in rehabilitation and human services, magna cum laude. Cynthia Mara Guys, with a major in business. Yeah. Gianni Giratana, with a major in project and supply chain management. Congratulations, Gianni. Congratulations. Sonia Gonzalez Torres, with a major in psychology. Prince Griffin with a major in psychology. Congratulations, Prince. Aaron Peggy with a major in behavioral health. Congratulations. Viagmeli Jimenez with a major in psychology, cum laude. Alaya Johnson with a major in rehabilitation and human services. Salma Cases with a major in health policy and administration. Abigail Knoll with a major in business and major in psychology, cum laude. Benjamin Coburn with a major in psychology, cum laude. Ria Kochar with a major in business, cum laude. Max Lawson with a major in information sciences and technology. Jean Lynch with a major in health policy and administration. Congratulations, Jean. Olivia Lynch with a major in business. Elisa Marciano with a major in psychology. Congratulations. Mabriel Martinez with a major in biobehavioral health. Congratulations. Joseph David Matos Jr. with a major in psychology. Congratulations. Christopher McBean with a major in biobehavioral health. Anissa McRae with a major in psychology. Mohammed Mowat with a major in health policy and administration. Christopher Morris with a major in business. Ranim Musa with a major in biobehavioral health. Sithi Faisa Molana with a major in cybersecurity analytics and operations. Jessica Nakul with a major in health policy administration and minor in business. Kayen Nguyen with a major in software engineering, cum laude. Natasha Oswald with a major in biobehavioral health. Parth Pandia with a major in business and a major in project supply chain management. Keely Fan with a major in biobehavioral health, magna cum laude. And our very own, the Chancellor's son, Kofi Cuyano with a major in business. Hannah Reed with a major in psychology. Ashley Robinson with a major in business. Kexe Rodriguez Soto with a major in criminal justice and minor in business. Abraham Salem with a major in biology. Steve Sankari with a major in project and supply chain management. Ryan Joseph Schollenberger with a major in psychology. Nathan Sitlow with a major in information technology. Kelly Ta with a major in business, magna cum laude. in business. Martina Torreta with a major in business. Charis Vasquez with a major in psychology. Migueli Azalea Vasquez with a major in psychology and minor in rehab and human services. Alejandro Vega with a major in information science and technology. Jeffrey J. Verniski with a major in digital journalism and media. Elizabeth Wagner with a major in rehabilitation and human services and a minor in psychology. David Wade with a major in business. Javon Walker with a major in business. McKenna Wong with a major in psychology. Carlos Sayas Tatis with a major in information sciences and technology. Okay, everybody rising. If you're not, please rise if able. On the motorboard, we have a tassel. Its possession is an indication of the person's graduation status. When you enter the ceremony today, graduates, you had your tassel on your right. Now that you have graduated, which you have, I invite you to shift your tassel from the left side of your to the left side of your motorboard. Ladies and gentlemen, may we proudly present to you the Penn State Lehigh Valley class of 2024. Will you please all join me in applauding our graduates? You may now return to your seats as I turn the program back over to Chancellor Richardson. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Torres. So as we come to the conclusion of our graduation ceremony, I would ask you to lower your enthusiasm, but not your heart. As noted in the program, the mace is carried at the head of the academic procession and symbolizes the authority of the university. Carrying the mace is a privilege that is reserved for the most senior faculty member, our campus marshal, Dr. Roger E. Goff. He is an associate professor of chemistry at Penn State Lehigh Valley. And Dr. Egoff, I want to thank you on behalf of campus for serving as our campus marshal today. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Todd Dietrich, president of the Penn State Lehigh Valley Alumni Society, as our final guest speaker in the program. Todd is a proud Penn State alumnus who received his Information Science and Technology degree from the university in 2004 and is currently a senior project manager at Sana Commerce. Please join me in welcoming Todd Dietrich.
Congratulations, class of 2024. I'm excited to be here representing the Penn State Lehigh Valley Alumni Society. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud and very extensive network of Penn Staters. More than 175,000 alumni and friends like you maintain their deep connection to our world-class university through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. With your graduation, the Alumni Association is pleased to present you with a free membership for your first year. Your membership keeps you in touch with Penn State and more than 300 geographically dispersed alumni chapters, interest groups, college and campus alumni societies. I invite you, once you're settled, to reach out to your local Penn State alumni chapter. Your Penn State family will be happy to hear from you. And in the coming years, when you visit the University Park campus, we invite you to visit us at the Hintz Family Alumni Center. With that, we would like to ask our new graduates to rise if able. And would all other Penn State alumni here today please rise if able as well. It gives me great pleasure to induct all graduating students of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Welcome to the Penn State alumni family, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Todd. With the end of the ceremony approaching, I would like to acknowledge a few individuals who have helped make this event a success. Thank you to Shauna Flynn for assisting us with signing services for the hearing impaired. In order for an event of this magnitude to come together, it takes a dedicated committee of faculty and staff who met throughout the year to plan all of the particulars. Many thanks to the Commencement Committee led by Sandy Kyle, Danielle Fondle, Kermit Burley, as well as our Stratcom, IT, and Media Innovation Center teams for spending hours working out every detail to ensure a wonderful experience for everyone. So thank you so much. Special thanks also to our student, faculty, and staff volunteers who are helping today. They did a great job, so please join me in applauding them for all of their time and effort. And one more thanks I'd like to extend to Trustee Brown for joining us today, and to our speaker, Jessica Cartilia, for her inspired message. And finally, thank you to everyone in attendance for sharing this special day. I invite all of you to join us inside for the next hour to enjoy refreshments and time with our graduates. And now, with the conclusion of our ceremony, Campus Marshal Dr. Egoff will lead the platform party, faculty, staff, and students for the last time in the recessional. Will the audience please remain standing at your seats until all of our graduates have left the area? Graduates, this is your last big assignment. Your last big assignment that I can give you. To please remain in line during the recessional until reaching the reception area. But most importantly, congratulations to the class of 2024. Finally, the ceremony will close with the singing of the Penn State alma mater. The words of the alma mater can be found on the inside cover of your program. Thank you all for attending.